victory over this game, this set, and the match. They reverse swept their opponents. Team Aqua had a super good showing today with a quick 2-0, even claiming a
to not be taken so lightly. Though, in terms of brawlers that can deal with that kit, resist the stun, that's where Frank comes in. Frank will, pop up those Match Arena winner pins. That was remarkable, Melty. That's enough for Reject to go ahead and take game number 2 and thus set number 1.
Very quick.
So it's something that they're gonna have to tread with caution around.
It's a good matchup for this Barley as well up against the Willow. It's a bit of a sharper pick here. I would say it's a more aggressive option. Rather than here to try and give itself a little bit more sustainability and try to win out these matchups a little bit better. It's some protection against the Lily as well. It's going to be caught out here. We might see as he just popped the gadget here. Not going to do so. A quick jump there from Battleman onto him, and Charlie goes inside the cocoon here, but the backlines are completely falling apart with Kenji sort of opening up the red carpet there. Terry gets one more kill, and Rival, they get the first goal of the game.
The aggression and the efficiency, the speed, the agility that they needed. Battleman tried to catch someone lacking with the use of his gadget, wound up catching Terry on his re-entry. Now in with the hypercharge, ends up falling short, no nothing on an IC, which would have been the ideal target. In fact, if he had gotten IC into the realm, that should have been a goal for Reject. Battleman's gonna try and escape with his life. Excellent timing there. Melty, Battleman both trying to soak up these shots so that Shu can get it in. Cocoon absorbed, Melty still alive, and Reject get a goal.
A very quick one at that as well. And now we can tell that the change is really in Battleman's poison positioning here. Once again, a super deck committed from Terry is going to actually get the kill there onto Shu in the back, thanks to pretty much Kenji's mind control, and onto Melty, just, killing his own teammate there. Melty's going to sit on top of the Willow and just pop out the super to just annihilate him. And you can see Icy just desperately trying to make sure that the ball does not get passed over to Melty. Terry's even going to pop the hypercharge there, trying to steal this ball and try to get the open goal in. Not going to be able to get it. Shu blocks it just in time.
Yeah, real nifty. Ooh, holy value there from Terry on the super. But it is a good thing that he had that hypercharge on hand, because otherwise that would have been a goal and a game going to Rival Esports. What a clutch there from Shu. Reject are still in the game. It's really anyone's at the moment, as it's only one goal separating either team from victory. An aggressive super in from Terry, but it's going to come up with really nothing at all. Now hypercharge and activation onto Battleman, trying to get additional damage. Can't use that super though. Battleman's going to use the super on Terry, and he stays alive. Kenji is still forcing things back, trying to get damage onto Shu. Looking successful so far. He's got to be close to his super as well, and potential not just to get a goal, but also to defend against a couple of hypercharges that Reject have at their disposal right now.
Terry fell really low on that right side, but he's still exerting so much pressure up against Battleman here. IC gets a nice cocoon there onto Melty. Should be able to take him down here thanks to that hypercharge. Terry jumps across the field there. Now should be an easy pass onto him. It's just Battleman trying to stop this one, and there's no way to prevent a 3 versus 1 open goal there.
Like the way that they played individually, I still think everyone is really playing to their strengths. They've also put Kenji on a high execution brawler over here, and they've managed to keep him in a pretty good position, but Battleman's threatening to score one. Reject with a blitzkrieg style offense got one in the goal within just 16 seconds. Rival Esports now kind of lost for how they're going to defend, especially with Battleman once more sneaking forward with this gadget, encroaching on Kenji. He's facing 2 brawlers that can make themselves temporarily invincible. The cocoon, the dive from Willow. Gotta be frustrating for Lily, but that's the math of how Rival Esports wound up going for this draft. You also had Terry over aggressive, ends up actually grabbing the kill onto Melty and staying alive so his teammates can rejoin for an attempt at a goal.
Battleman tried for the trick shots, hypercharge super there onto Terry, but Terry just been at large for just a tremendous amount of time. Finally going to be brought down there by Terry, but it's already allowed IC to fully charge up that super, get the cocoon, get the goal in. A quick one there for Rival, but really off the backs of just the playmakers of the team. Now IC, mind control and passing it over to Melty. That he spot the goal. No! A little bit of miscommunication there between Kenji and IC. Should have been a goal there for him. At the very least, it's 2 kills to them and full positional control. But that should have been Rival taking the set.
so close to that happening. But it's not like they don't have another chance. No, not with Kenji having this hypercharge and now having the super to match. Just needs to get some solid mind control. He's going to go for it. Trying to get through Shu. That's exactly what they needed. Oh my goodness, the synergy between these teammates on Rival Esports. Kenji fits like
A long-term solution for them. They have to tear up as much of the map as possible. You see Terry doing so here. That's the second wall break of the game. Looks like at the moment the focus is just to open up the left side of the map. But by the end of the game, it should look like overtime in Brawl Ball. They need as much space as they can, but the early game is very challenging for them. Kenji, though, smells blood. Wanted to go for a play there on bottom one. Did force out the gadget from them. Nudge Terry hammering down with more lightning bolts, but no real connections from them. It's going to be Shu's turn now to go and be aggressive with that gadget. Just threatening to, just flashing the jump like every single shot that he lands, really.
just a reminder that, like, I'm gonna do it, just kidding. I'm gonna do it, just kidding. But you thought it was. Like, the constant fake out, and then when he eventually does use it, the reaction time's gonna be thrown off. But how much value is it really gonna provide? Well, Battleman's got one kill around the left side, make it 2. Looking for 3, he needs 2 shots on a Terry. Now make it just 1, he whips 1. Terry's lining these up, looking so good, but Battleman still just wins on the health matchup. Just not really that possible of a matchup to win as brought in close range. Here comes a speed from Kenji. They're going to try and take over control of mid, and look at what Terry has earned. 1 round, and he's already gotten a hypercharge, just as a testament to how reliably he is hitting these shots, even when it was close in, which is where Brock is actually the worst.
Shu's got the hypercharge though, and that's going to be popping it out now. Not going to be using it just yet. We see the spacing there from Rival is really good though, but the nice tap there from Shu. And now Bottomon does commit together with Shu. The whole team joins in on that party. Pile on!
Once more, finding their positioning. Despite the cover gradually dwindling away, they're still focusing on establishing these strongholds. And also playing around this left side. Battleman's attempting to keep the range versus Kenji's gonna pop the gadget, look for 2. If he had 3, would have been a kill on Battleman, but at least he's kept Battleman away from the rest of the team. We'll see. Rival Esports now regrouping on the left side for another push in, and there's yet another wall breakout from Terry. Doesn't quite make that last wall disappear, but he's gotten so much broken open that's going to be supremely challenging for Battleman to stay alive in the next round. But this is about the current round. Can Rival Esports really hold on here? Well, they're tapping up Battleman. He's reduced to just 1 more tap, but still, they don't have the range to properly take him down. Poison closing in, and Rival Esports are now having to fend off the push from Battleman. There's 1. IC looks for the kill, gets it. 2v2, and now make it a 2v1. Shu take it down, and Rival Esports finally get around.
Much better there from Rival Esports in that first round, and they've had to deny quite a lot of value as well. Bottomon doesn't even have a super at the moment, should be getting it very shortly. Shu is taking quite the pummeling. He's got the super, but without the hypercharge active just yet. It's going to be slightly more difficult though, but beautiful dodges there coming out from the side of Reject, and this time it's them managing to push Rival all the way back. They get 1 kill, but they trade Bottomon for it.
Rival Esports locked into this 2v2 for the game, for the equalizer, or it could all be dashed to bits and pieces. They also need to take down Shu. Shu is going to use his hypercharge super if he absolutely needs to, but he would much prefer to save it for the next round. There's just confidence that they can go ahead and win this one, but they are losing ground. Shu, he's flashing this super. He's considering it. He might just have to. Knows that he can get damaged in close range by Kenji. Knows he can get blasted away by this hypercharged super, but he's just gonna have to go for it. Total whiff, but it's still only a trade. Melty, he's healing up. He's got to survive just 1 more hit from IC, who's playing it super safe. The jukes are out from Melty. 1, 2. IC can't hit him. There's the killing one. And Rival Esports
At range is still a really terrible brawler. Now though, Bottomon is not really convinced, and this is the Reject early game that's really strong. They've managed to push Rival all the way back to the spawn.
Rival Esports not in a great position right now. Battleman's also hard at work farming up his super, which he's bound to have gotten close to by now. As he rotates over towards the left side, knowing that he can juke out these shots from Kenji. IC now wants a piece of the pie, and Battleman's forced to jump away. Got too greedy and was punished for it. Rival Esports had the 3-2 man advantage, and they don't have to deal with this Ollie anymore. They're able to play much more aggressively. They didn't even feed him a super. It's just wonderful. Super out from Terry, and all of these bushes and obstacles are torn to shreds. It's just Melty left, and what he's going to do is look for a super and his hypercharge. Once that poison closes in, he'll be taking the easy out.
Yeah, an easy out. Yep, nope, actually just feeding out
Okay,
two more
sure.
shots. I mean, he considered it. I'm sure he was thinking about it, but I guess to him, you know, what value is that Kenji shot or two on IC hypercharge or Terry hypercharge for that? I mean, it's not them that they are really that concerned about, but this is an excellent position that Rival are playing into. The map is nicely opened up. You got IC and Kenji on the left side, just healing up and you know, keeping each other topped up here. But Reject have accomplished their mission. They've managed to push Rival back all the way into the base, and this time this is a good position to start farming those useful hypercharges on both Shu and Melty, which should be the major win conditions for them.
With no cover, this is going to be so difficult for Reject. They're still giving it their all. They at least have a super for Battleman. Melties is active right now, but Rival Esports are playing this range game expertly. Melty's also trying to hunt down IC. We saw just a moment ago. He's focusing on Terry now, knowing that he can win that range matchup, but down one goes. Battleman, the first to fall once more. And here comes the heals for IC. Shu with a hypercharge in that goes absolutely nowhere. And Melty is the final member to fall. Rival Esports secure the set for themselves. They get themselves a solid
Face head first into the wall there. Yeah, this Mortis didn't work out for them.
You know, my favorite kind of brain rot to watch on LAN lately has...
Assume it's Kenji piloting this kitty cat. But yeah, the early game here. All right, so first move there, cardboard boxes out there from the kitty cat. It's going to get two swipes in there and jump in there. Completely going to be whiffing it there, but it's still complete domination from the side of Rival Esports. They get a team wipe and the first layer of shielding goes down.
Okay, here comes the Choo Choo Man once more. He's got the setup that he wanted, but he hasn't gotten any damage on Rival Esports' safe just yet. Here comes a Cocoon out. Was that a misstep from Reject? Well, Battleman's going to be rejuvenated for this new defense, but they have lost a couple of shields on their safe already. IC is going to get to work burning it down, and Battleman is attempting to keep up. He's got to tank some of this fire. I think he thought it was going to go down a little bit earlier and decided to go for it off of that decision-making. Nonetheless, Rival Esports boasts a serious advantage right now. It's going to be Kit getting the stun, and now probably a kill on Shu. Just need one more swipe, but no. Shu had the attack at the ready. IC barrels right through him. Terry around the right side also with a hypercharge super in. Waits for the shield to go away, and this is a done game.
There's just so much firepower coming out from Rival Esports. I mean, between this Kit and there's tanks and a lot more CC here. We see once again early game interaction right side immediately just traded out there for Kenji, but it is to their favor because they managed to stall out Melty from setting up these sort of what do you call those things? Rail posts? Yeah, set that up pretty much and yeah, lay down the tracks pretty much.
Now, well, unfortunately for Reject, their plan's gone off the rails already. Though they have gotten a setup much earlier than they did last time, and they've gotten some solid damage. Previously, the defense was just so there for Rival Esports that Reject weren't successfully able to punch through. That's going to be the first rail, or rather shield, traded out by both teams, but the rails are soon to come back online. Melty is closing in, and we're not seeing the defense evisceration on the right side. You can't separate these two. They are indomitable.
You're supposed to counter him! You're supposed to counter him, Shu! There we go! He's finally doing his job a little bit there. It's a bit of a comeback there from Reject, but two whiff supers back-to-back from Shu is definitely gonna hurt him. At the very least, they managed to even things up. No, they didn't break the last layer of shielding. That's really, really crucial tempo that they need. Hypercharge gonna be going out there from Kenji. Yes, you've got Melty diving inside the back, but it's too little too late. Rival Esports against all odds. The nature of East Asia is that the substitute team always wins. Rival's the first team to advance to your day 3, to your final. Mameshi can rest easy. He can rest for the next 2 days because he's earned it. They've sent Reject now to a lower bracket match, but what a showing from Rival.
Excellent stuff from Rival. You throw him a real wrench in their plan.